Everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Cammy Rants here. And today's going to be a rant about WWE. Now, I love WWE. It's not going to be like a rant downing them, but it's going to be a rant about just some things I feel like that they could include to make it like a little bit more better, or however you want to see it. So, for example, the women's division. I'm glad there's finally a women's division where women get to, wrestle for a belt. And there always was, but it's actually like that's their belt and all that stuff. But what bothers me, they're coming up with the Women's Evolution pay-per-view. And what bothers me with that is like you only have two titles for women to fight for. And that's the Raw Women's Championship and the SmackDown Women's Championship. And what bothers me with that is it's like, I understand they're progressing and they're slowly progressing to, getting the women more involved. But I feel like it's about that time for some women tag team championships. Like how they do for the men's, Raw and SmackDown. They can have Raw Women's and SmackDown Women's tag team championships. Because at the Women's Evolution, all they're fighting for is for those two titles. Where they're going to have a big Royal Rumble and have it last the whole entire show. I don't think that'd be great. No one would want to watch that. Unless you're a diehard fan, and I am, but I'm just saying I feel like it's time. Because the men have a whole lot of titles. They have the Universal title. They have the Intercontinental title. They have the United States Championship. Both sides have tag team championships. I don't think there's another one, but you see what I mean. And in the women, all they have is SmackDown Women's Championship, Raw Women's Championship. That's it. Where's the Women's Intercontinental Championship? Or the Women's United States Championship? Or the Women's Universal Championship? Because they're not going to let women fight for those titles against the men. Because they feel like that'd be unfair. So they do mixed match challenges. Which is cool. You team up a male superstar with a female superstar. And you have them go against each other. But, again, there's still not a lot out there for the women wrestlers. And it is exciting. We have a Raw Women's Champion and a SmackDown Women's Champion. But that's not enough. Like, why are you going to host a whole pay-per-view for the women and they only have two titles to fight for? And only two other people. So you got Ronda Rousey is a champion. And you got Charlotte Flair who's a champion again. And that's it. So let's see. Becky Lynch is going to go after Charlotte Flair, or Carmella's going to sneak her way in there. And then against Ronda Rousey, Alexa Bliss might come for her, or Nia Jax, or Natalya. And so that's all they're fighting for is those two championships. Now they might do tag team matches, but we're the tag team champions, or championships. I feel like that'd be a good surprise if they're planning on doing a surprise, because having the first all-women's Royal Rumble and all this stuff, and the women couldn't go to Saudi Arabia because it's not they're not it's not welcome to show that much of your body there, I guess. So now they have their own pay-per-view event where it's all women and they're only fighting for two titles. And I know I keep repeating that, but I just think that's bothering me, because what else is there to fight for? Now, when I watch wrestling, Raw and SmackDown, I usually turn it when a when a women's match comes on. And I'm not saying I don't like it. I just feel like it's more of like they're catty. And I'm not saying women aren't catty. I'm not saying the men aren't either. But the women are fighting over like, well, you don't want to be my friend and blah, blah, blah. Or they're being like snippy with each other. And it's like, so, but you're not giving them something to fight towards. If you had a women's tag team championship in each of the separate stations, I feel like you'd have more women coming from NXT wanting to fight, because they'll team up. I understand they're saying we like the catty fights or whatever, but having the women tag up, like they have Bayley and Sasha Banks teamed up. They have the Iconics, who haven't really been wrestling on the main roster yet, but I think they're considered on the main roster. I feel like Amber Moon and Nia Jax would be a great tag team. Or since they had Mickie James back, have her team up with Alexa Bliss for a tag team championship. You got the Riot Squad. I mean, come on. You have all these great women tag teams, and they're not fighting towards anything. They're just fighting another tag team person, or you're putting two superstars together and having them fight against them, but they're not fighting towards anything. And I feel like it's time for that. And of course I have no say in it. I'm not within the WWE universe. I don't get paid by them, and they don't pay me, so they don't care what I have to say. But I feel like it is about time for women tag team titles. Because at this Women's Evolution pay-per-view, I just feel like it's just going to be them fighting for those two titles. And then the rest of the matches are just be regular matches we just watch on Raw and SmackDown. But, yeah, and I know it's going to take them time. You know how society is and how the world is, and a lot of people don't want to see that right away, but I just feel like that it's time. And, like, maybe they might surprise us with with some, with that news as it gets closer, because a couple, I think it's like next month or a couple months away. But I feel like that'd be some great news. That would be exciting. It'll be really exciting for the women. And I know having an all-women's pay-per-view is really exciting for them, but give them something to fight towards or fight for instead of those two only titles that they have. Now they have some for women in NXT, but I'm talking about main roster women. Like, you get your team up all these great athletes with nothing to fight towards. So that's my rant for today. Hopefully we do get some news like that, by the time the Women's Evolution pay-per-view comes out. If not, I guess I'll just keep trying, or, maybe they feel like it's not the time yet for that. I feel like it's the time for that. Leave me a, note in the comments to tell you what you guys think. I mean, for those who watch wrestling, do you believe that it's time for women tag team titles for each station, for Raw and SmackDown? Or do you think it's just okay to have them just fight for the Raw Women's Tag Team Championship and a SmackDown Raw Women's Championship? I feel like we're ready for it, but like I said, I don't work for WWE. I can't make those decisions. But, I mean, it's not going to make me stop watching wrestling. I love watching wrestling. I have a lot of favorite wrestlers, a lot of favorite female wrestlers. It's just, I don't watch their matches as much because I feel like they're not really fighting towards anything. Yes, it goes on probably their record saying, okay, they won this match and they won this many matches. But just think, you could be on your resume or whatever that you were once a tag team champion. Not with a mixed tag team, not with a male wrestler. Like I said, nothing against male wrestlers. But I just feel like it's time for that, because I don't want to have to keep turning it every time a women's match comes on. I will watch if someone's like defending the Raw Women's Championship or the SmackDown Women's Championship. I'll watch those because they're fighting towards something. But that's my video for today. I know it's a random video, but it's a random rant. It's a rant channel, right? But like, comment, subscribe below. I keep mentioning, what the subscribe button looks like. So hit subscribe. Help me get to 50 subscribers. That's not my main goal, but it's a start. Hey. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up on my social media. It's the Era of Queens. _era_of_queens. Again, it's long, but hit me up on there if you can't see me on here. Okay, and you guys have a good day, or good night actually, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.